Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Reality Is. So, I was on the internet today and I read this article that this reporter was stating that the president is going to give amnesty for illegal immigrants about, 10 to about 5 million illegal immigrants, and how much it's going to cost. Now, I don't know if these amounts are actual amounts, and each illegal immigrant stated in this article is like 24,000 a year, and it's going to cost the American citizens about 12,500, and you'll need 5.6 million new full-time jobs. So it's just all over the place. Now, I go along with a lot of stuff, but when I don't agree with some, I don't agree with it. I don't care who it is. I've said this in a video before. If we, American citizens, go to other countries, we have to abide by their rules. We don't get over there just to get over there. It don't work that way. Everything is a process. Now, the Republicans or whoever need to make these decisions, y'all need to get it together. But we can afford no freebies. The American citizens cannot afford nobody to live off their tax dollars because they can't live off their tax dollars. Bottom line, we are not up to par to take on a debt that large if that be the case. Now, I'm not saying it is the case, but if this is the way it's going, I'm in total disagreement to this process. And this is not a racial thing. This is a right thing. Bottom line, we have too many people still unemployed. We have too many issues with families not meeting their needs, foreclosures, all this stuff, jobs moving, cost of living is high and people can't afford it. We cannot take on anybody else's debt. We're just not getting to a place where people can breathe a little. And I know people want to come to this country, and I know they're here illegally, but y'all sucking up too much. You're sucking up too much, bottom line. And I don't care if nobody don't like this or not. I just don't care. This is my feeling, my opinion, and I feel this way, and I'm sure a whole bunch of other people feel the same way I do. Now, if you want to go by the proper channels to get in here, fine. And anything illegal puts you in jail. That's point blank, period. Now, you want a better life for your family. People here that's already living can't have a better life. Then the government wants to give you extra stuff where you can get businesses, you get houses, you get link cards, money on your link cards, and medical too. Somebody else has to take up that debt. And there are people already struggling, and they're already fighting to raise the minimum wage that should have been raised 10 years ago. How are we in a position to take on illegal immigrants? You're illegal. You should have been working to do your paperwork properly. Having babies over here does not justify you getting in here quickly. It don't. And I'm so sick of things being pushed to the forefront that things need to be addressed that's not being addressed. Fix our economy first. Get it stabilized. And while you're doing that, then work on presenting something that will be beneficial where they can do a process to get in here. But just to get them amnesty and it's like dropping marbles in a bucket. And after you put so many bags of marbles in the bucket, it makes that bucket heavy. That means that that bucket is too heavy and the burden is on that person to carry that bucket. I don't need no more headaches. I don't need no more hassles. I don't need no more burdens. I hear enough people out here complaining that they're not able to survive. And I'm speaking up for those who can't survive. What about the people, the seniors who have work, that still have to work at Walmart and Walgreens and all these places to make ends meet to get medication for their month-to-month check? You're not doing nothing for nobody. We have to struggle and make do with what we have. Then y'all need to figure that out. But amnesty is not the solution. Point blank, period. And I'm just putting it like that. We pay enough for people that's locked up in jail. That's enough money going. And tax dollars are not spent wisely anyway, if you want my opinion, because our system could be so much better than what it is, but it's not. But I still say, if you are illegal, you need to figure that out. Go do your paperwork, proper documentation. Because if I go to Mexico, ain't not one channel that is English. You're not going to make a way for me to abide over there. You're going to make sure that I abide by your rules. The same thing should be over here. We're not a dumping bin. We're not the trash yard. And we should not be taking on anything that we can't afford to take on. Bottom line. Fix home first before you try to fix something else. And that's House, Congress, Senate, President, whoever it may be. Enough is enough. I'm tired of this. You can't get the minimum wage up and running. And I understand this is a big issue. I understand it makes big brownie points. But realistically, it's not conducive for us to take on that burden. Bottom line. And I don't want it. So for those of you who not got big balls like me to say it out loud, I'm saying it out loud. We don't need that. And you come over here anyway and act like you running stuff. You just visiting. You're not actually a legal United States citizen. So stay in your lane until you get them papers that say you are. Y'all want stuff. Then you want to open up business in our neighborhood and get attitudinal. And like, we supposed to respect you, or we owe you something. I don't owe you shit. Bottom line, I don't owe you nothing, because what you doing is off my tax dollars. And then when I need some help, I got to go through hell. But you want some legal rights and you want to eat up my tax dollars too? Hell no, I ain't going for that one. Not at all. So that's where I'm at with that. No amnesty. Period. Figure out another solution.